Hello everyone, I'm Nitin, and in this video I'm going to explain how to create your first program in Node.js using the IDE WebStorm. But before we create our first program, you need to install WebStorm if you have not already installed. And make sure before you install WebStorm, you should install Node.js if you have not already installed, as we have done this Node.js installation in our previous video. So we go back to WebStorm installation process. Now open JetBrains.com website, because WebStorm is a JetBrains product, as you can see here, along with other products. Now I would suggest you to create JetBrains account before you install WebStorm to get its free license. It is free for students and teachers if you have a valid academic email or document which will be required to verify your status. So if you are installing any JetBrains IDE, as you can see here, including WebStorm, then you need to create a JetBrains account for getting free license. If you don't have an account and want to create it now, so go to the top and click on the trolley. Here you can see the option students, teachers and community. Click on it, and for students and teachers option, you see here, click learn more and scroll down and you will find the option apply now. So click on this button, and we have already got default selection university email address. So complete this form. Make sure you provide your valid academic email in email address. Personal email you can provide as well, but you need to provide academic email to get your free license. And once you submit this form, you will receive an email from JetBrains. Check your email and verify it and log into your JetBrains account. Then you will see your license. You don't need to do anything here because you will activate it later when you will use your WebStorm. Once you done this process, you can use most of the JetBrains product for 1 year, and then you need to renew it every year if you want to use it after 1 year, as this license is only valid for 1 year. Now go to your WebStorm page and click on download option and follow the default installation process unless you want to make specific changes. Once the installation process is complete, you can open WebStorm and you will see similar screen like mine. Here you just need to activate your license by clicking on setting icon at the bottom left corner and then click on manage licenses, and you will get this screen. Click on activate new license here. Here only use get license from JB account option, not other options. Activate it by just log into your account. If you already logged into JetBrains account, then it will activate it automatically and you are ready to use WebStorm for your Node.js programming. Now I will show you how to create your first project and program in Node.js. So click on plus sign of new project and select your desired path and project name here. Remember, this is the folder name where you will find all your created Node.js file or programs for whatever reason you want to use in the future. So I'm going to call this Node.js program. You can call it any name which you want. I just give this name to show these are the Node.js programs. Now click on create, and then you will see your first project is created. For creating your first Node.js program or JavaScript file, click on your project name or folder name. Now you can see this project folder or project name is selected. Now right click on this folder name or project name, and now you can see several file options here. You can create JavaScript file or other files, HTML file as well. Now you can choose JavaScript option, or the other option is just simply a file with .js extension. So I will create the file with .js extension. So just click on file and now type your first program name. I will just call this program hello_world1.js. You can call it whatever you want to call it. So this will be your first program or file name, and just press enter. And now you can see your first program is created or file is created. Make sure your file name reflects its inside operations. Now this program is just to show you the complete process of creating and running your Node.js program successfully. So I'm going to show you only few basic commands which we already did it in the previous video. So let's start start with console.log, and I'm going to print simple message which we do generally, hello world. So now we will test our program to see how we can run and get output in WebStorm IDE. So for running any program first time, this is very important. So when you want to run any program first time, right click on the coding screen and you can see run hello_world1.js. That's my program name, and you can now click on it to see its output, and now it will show you the output in the below console. Also, if you want to run program second time or next time, you can see this triangle option, green triangle. So you can click on this green triangle option, and then this program you can run it from this option. Make sure the program name is selected next to this green triangle. So this is how you can run. I will just use the first method, right click and run the program name. If your Node.js program is not working, or you have installed WebStorm first and then Node.js, then you have to tell the path of Node interpreter or Node.exe file to WebStorm to execute Node.js program. And for this, you can select the run option at the top, and in the run, select edit configurations. Now you will get this screen. Here you can see Node interpreter option. So change the Node interpreter option or path by clicking these three dots. So when you click these three dots, then it will give you the option add, and you can select the correct path or add the correct path. So click on plus and then add path, and then you have to go to the folder or the path where your Node.exe file is stored. On Windows machine, this path may be c:\program files \nodejs \node.exe. Once you set up the correct path of Node.js or Node.exe file, you should be able to run your program successfully. Now let's run some more commands. As we already know, some of the JavaScript commands work in browser but not in Node.js. For example, if you try Windows, then it won't work. Let's try and run it, and you will see it is telling Windows is not defined. And if you try another object document and comment out the first one and try to run the second command, it won't work. The same error, document is not defined. So we have seen this in our first program already. So why window and document don't work in Node.js? Because they are the part of web APIs provided by the browser, whereas Node.js is a server-side runtime built on the V8 engine, but it does not include browser-specific features. Now let's write some more commands. So we are going to declare variables and c equals a plus b. Now let's print the value of c using console.log and just run the program again, and you will see a plus b equals 10. Now let's create a function. So we create a function using the keyword function and then function name. So I just call my function name is say hello. You can pass any parameter if you want, and then body of function just to print one line. So console.log and just say hello plus and then my parameter name. Just the one important thing you have noticed here, I've used the comma here and here plus. So there are different styles to write syntax. Now if you want to call function, just write the function name, say hello, and then you can pass argument. I just pass my name and then run this program, and you see the output of my function. So now we have seen how we can create a JavaScript program in Node.js and some basic commands. Now we can write the similar JavaScript program in an HTML file to run that file in a web browser, but that code will be a client-side code, whereas this code we have written in Node.js is a server-side code. So let's create an HTML file to write JavaScript code to run in a browser, and right click on the folder and go to the new, and here you can choose the same file option or you can go with HTML file, whichever way you want to create a file. I just click on HTML file and call the same file name hello_world1.html. Remember, this is .html file, whereas the previous file name was .js. And as you can see, WebStorm has already populated some HTML tag in our hello_world1.html file. So now what I'm going to do here is, instead of writing all the similar code, I'm just just going to show slightly modified program directly, and because most of the commands are same, so you can see this is an HTML code including similar JavaScript code, and now the whole code is written in HTML tag, and you can see this is an HTML tag. So the way we write HTML tag is start HTML tag and end HTML tag, and all the text written inside it. The most important thing for us to remember is script tag. So you can see script tag start and script tag end, and the whole JavaScript code is written inside the script tag, and that is how we write JavaScript code in an HTML file to run in a browser. That is a client-side code. Now regarding the changes, the most important change is here is document.write instead of console.log, and most of the commands are same. So run this program in a web browser. As you can see the list of browsers available to my computer, you can see similar browser, or you can run in WebStorm itself. So what I will do, I will run this program in the WebStorm, so you can see the output on the screen, and you can see this is the output from my HTML file, and of course the output is from the JavaScript code, and you can see the same output which we got earlier from Node.js file. So basically both programs are the same. The major difference is the one program .js which we run in Node.js is a server-side code, and the program we are running currently in an HTML file is a client-side, so it is for any web browser. So that is the main difference between the client-side JavaScript code and the server-side JavaScript. So I hope you understand how you can create and run a program in WebStorm IDE.